It's a political declaration that's being called new, bold, progressive, historic, but probably most importantly, urgent as well. What this declaration sets out is a blueprint, a roadmap for the next 5 years ahead, after which, of course, governments who have signed on now need to really deliver on the specific time-bound targets that have been set up within the text. What it also sets out is a shared vision, and here are the specifics on that. The vision to cut down the total number of new HIV infections globally by 500,000 or under that figure by the year 2020, and also to cut the number of AIDS-related deaths to below 500,000 that same time period also by 2020. But also they've set a much broader vision, which is to help eliminate stigma and discrimination that's strictly related to HIV. We've been talking about 17 million people who are now accessing life-saving antiretrovirals. It's 2 million more in the year 2015 alone. They want to build up that momentum. They want to really ramp it up so that they can double the number of people on antiretrovirals by the year 2020. That's going to be very, very ambitious. That means if that succeeds, about 90% of all people worldwide, which right now is about over 30 million living with HIV, will be on these life-saving ARTs. It's really, really ambitious, but it is essential that they stick to these really, really strict timetable targets, because of course what they're trying to realize are the mini steps, and the important mini steps leading up to a world with no AIDS by 2030. That's the vision not only set by UN-AIDS, that's a vision that's now part officially of the Sustainable Development Goals. They've also laid out targets that relate to the prevention of HIV infections in children, in girls and in women. And we've been saying this time and again, but a lot of people still don't realize that if you're living in a developing country and if you're a woman of reproductive age, the most likely disease you're going to die of is still AIDS. We've been talking to many people over the last couple of days here in New York, to scientists, to innovators, to political figures, and of course to the UN itself. And what they agree is that the governments really need to commit. They really need to deliver on what they've signed off on here. Every single member state has signed off here on the high-level meeting. And let's not forget, this is not simply a high-level meeting on AIDS, but a high-level meeting on ending AIDS. I'm James Chow for CCTV in New York at the United Nations.